Okay. So today, we are talking about how to fight fairly in a relationship. If there's anything we've learned, me from 32 years of marriage, and you from
0 years of marriage.
No, but 4 to 5 years of dating.
Sure.
This is what we've learned, that you can't avoid having a fight or a misunderstanding. Mm-hmm. So today we want to talk about how to fight fairly. And here's some suggestions we have.
Number one.
All right, go ahead.
Number one. Keep your voice low, level, and controlled.
Yeah. Why?
Because if you're constantly going, like high-pitched, people get more angry.
Yeah, that makes you nauseous. That's not going to work for me.
If you keep your voice low and level, it makes the person feel like safe. And if you bring your voice up a couple octaves, it automatically entices like this like spirit animal in you to like fight back. I don't know what it is, but when you start screaming at each other, nothing good comes of it.
That's right. Number two, you're good at this one.
Let the person talk without interrupting.
But,
No.
sorry.
That's rude. If you let the person talk about everything they're thinking or whatever on that like one question or whatever, and then you say okay, and you respond to that, it creates more of like, all right, I'm listening, I care about what you're saying, and then I'm going to respond to what you say.
It lets the person feel like they've been heard. Mm-hmm. And that's so important that you have been heard.
Yeah.
Number three. Oh, I like this one. Actively listen. Now, by that I mean, don't just go, okay, yeah, whatever. That's not actively listening.
Uh-huh.
Actively listening is when you hear what the person is saying, and then you say back, I think I hear you say that you are frustrated with me right now when I keep ruining the car by having multiple car accidents.
I think I'm hearing this. I'm not sure.
That's right. I think I hear you saying that you're frustrated, and I'm sensing frustration.
I'm not sure why.
But the point is, actively repeat back, actively listen, repeat back what you think you hear them saying. And they'll say, and you can even say, do I have that right? Is that what you're saying? And then the person that you are arguing with says, no, what I meant was, and then they'll try again. So actively listen, repeat back what you think you're hearing the person say, and try to come to a point where you do feel like you both understand, okay, yep, you got what I was trying to say. Mm-hmm. Number four, anytime a relationship experiences a fight or a big blowout, the number one underwriting thing that people often feel is a sense of, oh my gosh, is this the one that's gonna do us in?
End it all!
Is this the end, you know? And maybe you don't feel that as much in a marriage, but it erodes the security of a marriage if fighting is not resolved, if the issue isn't resolved. So, number four, reaffirm your commitment to each other, even in the middle of the fight. I think it's so good if you're in the middle of having an argument and you're feeling upset, one person is kind of getting a little bit volatile, one person maybe is crying. Reaffirm your commitment. Right in the middle, stop and say, you know what, honey? I just want you to know I'm still committed to this relationship. I still care about you. And just because we're having a fight doesn't mean that I don't love you.
I was hoping you would say that.
But it's true. It helps. Seriously, it helps.
I feel so much better.
Reaffirm your commitment.
Number 5. This is something that's a little tricky to do, but it's a good thing to do. Try to avoid the saying, quote, you make me feel ... End of quote.
No one makes you feel it on your own. Rather than say, you make me so frustrated, it's better for me to say,
I feel
frustrated. When you say that, I feel that. But not you make me. That's a really bad one.
This is something most people learn in like health class or something. It's like you're supposed to not ever put in like you make me feel. It's I feel this because, not because of you, but because of the situation.
But we may have learned it in health class back in high school.
It doesn't mean anything.
We forget it. Number 6, don't resolve at the end of your fight to never fight again. That is unrealistic. Resolve that you will fight fairly. So as you're tying up the end of your argument and you're starting to feel all warm and lovey-dovey again, and you see each other in a good light, don't say, let's not ever fight again. That is not practical, realistic, or real. Instead, say, let's try to remember to fight fairly. And let's try to remember that we do care about each other when we do fight.
Yeah.
And last, number 7, try to end every argument with a hug or hand holding. Now sometimes, the reason why I say hand holding, sometimes, have you ever been in elementary school and you have a fight with a friend and now hug each other?
No!
And if you're not feeling it, you don't want to force a false sense of physical closeness when you're not feeling it. And I know when I get angry with my husband, I don't want to just okay, we're going to hug and we're going to pretend that we all feel good. But it is good to have some kind of physical connection. So just take the person's hand and hold them. Hold their hand. It's solidarity. It says, I'm with you. You may not like them right at the moment that you're ending the fight, and you may feel like, okay, I'm not ready to hug and kiss and make up or make out. But if you hold their hand, that says we're still connected somehow. Now, the problem is for you, if you have a fight and you're on Skype,
there'll be no physical anything because you have the camera and that's it.
So what would be the equivalent for you, though, of hand holding? Since when you're on Skype, you can't hold hands. How can you do the hand holding at the end?
Just by reaffirming the relationship and saying, I'm still here, we're still in this, and we're still working this out.
I'm still with you.
I'm still with you.
That's right. Through thick and thin.
So, we are still with you.
We're with you.
And we would like to encourage you to have happy, healthy fights.
That's right.
And that's our advice to you. And if you have any questions or comments on this whole topic,
leave them down
below. And we will get back to you next time. And we'll see you in our next video. Bye.